This channel is proudly partnered with the What the Funk shop. Please check out their store for all sorts of products. They have miniatures, dice, Game Master screens, home decorations and many other things. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comment, and make sure that you use my code for a special discount. Hi! Welcome to this part of my review featuring the Legend Quest Omnibus Edition. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review, featuring this old school classic fantasy tabletop RPG, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about what happens when multiple spellcasters cast a spell. Of course, it is possible for more than one spellcaster to participate in the casting of one spell. For this to work, all participating spellcasters must know the spell being cast, be using the same type of power level, and be acting on the same initiative number for the entire casting time. When this occurs, there is one principal caster and the rest are auxiliary spellcasters. All casters will need to wait for the caster with the last initiative to begin the spell. The principal caster summons up the energy and therefore chooses the power level and takes full fatigue damage. The principal caster directs the spell, using his or her control levels with the spell. The auxiliary casters can add their control levels with the spell but cannot add to the power level. Because of this, the auxiliary casters only take fatigue damage as if the spell were cast at a power level of 1, despite the power level at which the spell was really cast. If the auxiliary caster tries to put any power into the spell, two separate spells take form, and the two mages must control their spells by themselves. Enemy spellcasters can oppose each other's spells, but again only if they know the spell they wish to oppose, and are using the same type of power level, and are acting on the same initiative as well. In this case, the principal caster is the offensive caster, and the auxiliary caster is the defensive caster. The defensive caster can try to dissipate the magical energies, or reduce the offensive mage's accuracy. A defensive caster may not attempt both, although two different defensive casters could both attempt different spell countermeasures. If the defensive caster wishes to reduce the power level of the offensive caster's spell, he or she must declare how much power they are dispersing up to their maximum power level. The spell is then reduced by that power level, and the defensive caster receives fatigue damage as if he or she has cast the spell at the power level that they have dispersed. The defending spellcaster does not know what power level the offensive caster is using, so he or she may wind up applying more power than is being used offensively. Any extra power levels, that is above the power of the spell, used by the defender to reduce the spell are lost, and the defender still takes full fatigue. Distracting the principal spellcaster causes the team to restart the spell. Being an auxiliary spellcaster, either offensively or defensively, is an action, and will prevent the character from accomplishing other actions during that turn. Auxiliary spellcasters, offensive and defensive, must be within the spell's base range, and in light of sight of the principal spellcaster. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part we are going to talk about magical variations. Although the way to handle this simultaneous spellcasting is a bit complex, it handles both offensive and defensive situations. So once you learn one way, it is very easy to understand the other. Thank you for watching this part of the review. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment and subscribe. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member or using the super thanks button. You can also check out the pinned comment below. This has been Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. I am currently unavailable for professional sessions, but I will put my contact information in the description and in the pinned comment for when I am available again. And remember, in tabletop RPGs, you are not having a conversation about your characters, you are experiencing the game world as your characters. Once again, thank you and see you later.